So here's my 1. Then I have x is 0 at 0. Let me think about that. So let me just plug that in there. Then I have, when x is greater than 1, it will be this function. So let me first look at the negative x squared. I have negative x squared minus 1. So this is going to move the x squared down 1, right? And this is going to reflect it across the x-axis. So it's going to be down 1 and reflected down here. Now this is where x is less than 1. So if I plug a 1 in here, I'm going to have 1 squared is 1, so negative 1 minus 1 equals negative 2. So here I'm going to actually be down at 1 to 2, to negative 2. Okay? But I know this starts, I'm just moving it down to right here. And if you think about the quadratic function, it's going to be 1 there, and then if I do a negative 2, I'll have negative 2 squared, and a negative of that minus 1, that will give me a negative 4 minus 1, which is negative 5. And so my function will look like this. And I'm going to just stop it here at 1 because it can't equal anything more than, well, it can't even equal x is 1, but it can't equal anything greater than 1. Now then I have a 0 here, so I've got to think about that still. Just keep that in your mind. And then our last function is I have negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. So this will start here, and it will go down 1 over 1. So this will look like that. Now, if we look at this, is this a function? It can't possibly be, because if I drew a vertical line, if I said, what is x? If I said, f of 0 equals what? Well, it would either equal 0 or negative 1, and it can't do that. So this is not a function. So occasionally, if you find one that's not a function, it looks a little funky when you're working with it. Otherwise, when you divide these functions, it will be like this. If you have 3 functions, you're going to have 3 areas where your function will be. Okay, so you'd have 1, 2, 3. That way you'll know, never draw it over the other area because it can only be in one area at a time.